Okay, so this is part 2 of. I don't remember exactly where I left off, so I'm just going to continue reading. And this is right after. I don't know if I read that right. Love doesn't seem to be doing me much good, so how about seeing life through the eyes a little more angry? Literary license until a heartless psychiatrist decided it's time to smoke you in your very tracks. It's a great weapon, and among, I think I read the closest friends, closest, and among the closest friends you could express yourself with. Just always be aware that swashbuckling warlords of the psychotropic death rattle have their voodoo dolls dancing from flat line turpentine streets, and they are always one step behind you. It's always best as far as your creator concerns his or her sacred self to be at all times upon your transparent and honest vigilance. These are goodwill gestures for the last hope for humanity, and they aren't given only to the artisan. This is why the fuck up dishwater scumbag psychiatrists have their barbaric psychotropics. They, especially the older eight balls, will stop an artist dead in his or her tracks, as would a tornado spitfire, a frog-leg atomic blast from Dante's Inferno. Slam a heaven-bound footloose in there with fancy-free artists and slam them head first into a red brick furnace of pain and suffering that only an agent of death like Prolix or another eight-ball torture tactics from hell can initiate. Will begin the tale of continuing behind the eight-ball, slam them face flat against the shadow splashed in nothing compared to what in all. Some of us are left in the gaseous flames of 40-year on and off torture and grease, being the kingpin methodology of bashing the wounded. Peace soldiers face in, even bloodier than he or she already has the odds stacked up in torture beyond hurt's possible portents. The 20-year-old kid who saw horrors beyond description when he was about 4 or 5 years old. There are such emotionally honest clarities, knowing reality to be a mixtape, dance hall juggernaut dragon nasal fume in rogue desperation. Or if he happens to be surrounded every now and again by love and compassion that are void of suit coat and Thai pharmaceutical death lords drilling the good man's frontal lobe, Tigris, Nile, and Euphrates, all the psychotropic, freeze-bone, torture chamber, rival dance, the Vinny screw you. He's a loaded double-barrel shotgun aimed straight at me in 1981. Thinks I'm gonna buy the farm then and there. Yeah, he ripped Van Winkle sly as a blood-soaked Jim Rummy gut bucket whole fox. Wearing his cockeyed Panama hat on the crown of his head backwards as he points to the sky, and letting one bullet slice the brass-knobbed James E. clouds, chugging by silent. But no, I'm sauntering down the same road at the age of 12 that many years forthwith will homestead my mother's weeping bones, and I'm walking near and toward the unzipped quotable grocery depot. A creep over the old man in a death-rattling Volkswagen pulls up alongside me. Could I help you with a ride, young one? He croons. My way with a toothless grin. And had I back then gotten into his death-rag bone wagon, I probably wouldn't be typing these words just now. It's now about 1 decade afterward. Back then, I'm in a fair-weather friend's basement. He's got a rubber rope tourniquet tight wrapped slightly above his elbow with a mainline hookup to dangle a jet-lag needle dripping bloodlets from his home line and locomoting the hotline. He wants me to plunge the benzos home, but the benzos in his vile tube ain't even cooked. If only a mere flight of fuel 4 minutes previous, like dumped some unsterile dish rag water into the 2510 octopus macabre flatbed truck. Jacob wants me to plunge the plunger home straight to his bullet in the China closet ticker. he can jig guy to the ceiling. I seen him actually do it with my own eyes. 140 or 150, 60 pounds on a cross weave over the skull barbell, 5 feet above his head, with his right arm only slamming it to the ceiling, bringing it down on the cellar floor. Cement irons a matter of seconds later. By pure luck, we both see the disappearing benzos flip a fishtail. This is not funny at all. It's horrifying. Mack truck, red light, tow wag, ambulance siren straight to his main line. Walking up the cellar stairs, he is a few seconds later while flaking zap clouds of cricket hammer irons slide into a blast ballet junk ticket Black Widow jig from the stair as he ascends each step. This is all true as I'm sitting here. Somewhere one tail light cooked a frog leg, sizzle, flaky microbarb clouds of laughing gas, dust to the thirsty cement floor, and Popeye just Seattle, just jet lag, Bolodrome, loopholes, heartbreak. Seattle town, get those human beings some help right now. Armies of homeless men, women, and children, even young children, are at this very moment filling the cities of one of the world's richest countries while they starve. As a billionaire government high crown aims missiles this way and that around as well as across the great Lord host world. One night, with enough LSD clogging my neurotransmitters over my brain for an alternate universe, rave parties caked with kids who just need a little help from their elders while they get back on their feet for round 2 against the Slam Fest cards stacked high against them, drowning deuce of death, ace, ecstasy, soup, can, hydro, instead, because honest helping hands from their elders carry a heavy price tag. So something goes haywire in 1978, showing 3 isolated areas of Gaylord congregation safety net squeeze them in tighter and tighter, lipstick-wearing drag queens dropping like flies. Instead of giving them a hands up, the majority ruling class lets them sizzle 3-year-and-a-half long skin down plague until a possible 50-year-old Hollywood name catches the sizzle down. This being last, I'll give you a helping hand time. Then along comes the schizo blitz lying rug phenomena. Sure thing, Junior. We ain't but all a mixed tape of one another, and just maybe most of the limperists were horribly molested by a shotgun cake baking, congressing, criteria agent, kingpins in a slime bag tavern along Crimson Sky Highway. Suppose these drag queens, as long ago children, were trapped in bow-tie tuxedos, while a flatulent infested frog band, death ragbone crowd in matching tuxedos eyed them up and down from round tables a mere 3 yards away. And when I red flagged the yellow smells to the nearby compassionate ones, not a one seems to give a rap-knuckle burb shat. Rooster pole, plug the ears. Fill the soul-hurting kids up with schizoid pills instead, of course. Let their jaws flap up and down magnum opus style instead of helping them. Oh, no, not that. Oh, no, you can't be helping them. No, not that. No, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. What galaxy do you hail from? Kill the joy with the pain and get an adolescent court order so the psychotropic warlords watch their heads snap back in Parkinsonian Tardif temp working secretary logins while their tongues flip down, licking back up again to catch the spittle load dripping down their front shirt. Who gives a shit if they're restless enough to jump out of their lived-in skins because they were diddled when they were far too young to East Coast, West Coast in their lazy safety zones. So Master Death himself shows me a quarter-mile in the woods behind Uncle Blackbeard's pederast Jack Straw couch by his kitchen door. It shows me a 9-foot drop in the ground under a top-end covering. Tell people, nobody seems to it's probably still there too, but who's gonna try to protect? Who told them to go 2 places? Who's gonna do anything about it? No one so far.